Ko Halimla Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai Bahashem Rakakwadash. I want to give double honors to the apostles and elders that prophesied in Ruel for the hopeful 144 and the 1/3 of Yasharallah, who this world refers to as Israel, starting at the house of great millstone. Shalom to you, Akim, who teach and learn in sincerity. Shalom to the Akwith, who learn in sincerity. It's your brother, Kanan, and this will be titled, Are We Not Tired of 2/3 Ninjas? And you know what ninjas is standing for, okay? Do you so-called black starting at Judah, okay? But all the 12 tribes. All you 2/3 ninjas, all right? We tired of y'all, man. And it's just simple, all right? So my inspiration for this video always comes from the Rakat Kodash that was given from Yahweh Bashmiel Shai. But my in particular today, it came through the fact that I had to go to the laundry mat, and we in the hood, you know what I mean? We're amongst I'm amongst Hamites, Issachar, Levi, Benjamin, and Judah. You know what I mean? You name it. I'm in that spot, okay? And these ninjas, man, they outside the car, and they're like, I'm thinking somebody's about to get shot. Literally, I'm really thinking that somebody's about to get shot. I mean, this ruckus is going on. It's intense, and then all of a sudden, come to find out, they just needed some liquor, and they all calmed down, and everybody's chilling together. I'm like, these ninjas, they gotta go. Let's get it, okay? All right. First Maccabees chapter 1, verse 11. In those days went there out of Yasharallah, wicked man. Okay? You so-called African Americans, Native Americans, Hispanics, you speckled birds that look like other nations, but yet your forefathers, his seed, his lineage comes directly back to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Yes, Yasharallah, he prince of power. Okay? First Maccabees chapter 1, verse 11. And in those days went out there, Salakia, in those days went there out of Yasharallah, wicked man, okay, who persuaded many, saying, let us go and make a covenant, agreement, a pact, a bond, okay, allies with the heathens, the Goyim, the other 17 nations, okay? And in this time, we're talking about the same rulership that we're under today, worldwide, but mainly over here in spiritual Babylon, but worldwide. Over here in spiritual Babylon, spiritual Egypt, spiritual Sodom and Gomorrah, we're in the same conditions. It's the same Edomites ruling, okay? Because this is when Alexander the Greek had taken over, and then he had passed away, and now Antiochus and the all of the Edomites, they're ruling. Okay, so once again, okay, I'm just gonna start over. Salakia, First Maccabees chapter 1 and 11. And then in those days went out, and in those days went there out of Yasharallah, wicked man, who persuaded many, saying, let us go and make a covenant, a pact, a bond with the heathen, the 17 nations that are around about us. For since we departed from them, we've had much sorrow. Much sorrow, why? Because the whole point of Yasharallah is that we're better than the rest of the nations. We're separated from the nations. Yes, Yahweh Bashmiel Shai is racist, and he chose us, and he gave us law, statutes, and commandments. So why are you sorrow not to be doing the customs of the shit-eating Hamites? Okay, the so-called Africans. All right? And the wickedness and the filth of the Edomites. Why are you sorrowed to not be able to deal with them? All right, let's keep going. Verse 12. So this device pleased them well, Okay, so they all came together. We talking about our nation came together and conspired to do wrong. Okay, now remember Psalms 83. All of these nations are against us, but now you got some of our nation conspiring to rejoin to be in a league with the people who will hate us. Okay, right. Once again, Psalms 83. All right. Then certain of the people were so forward herein, they was so convinced and in their mind set in their heart, they lied, they mind, that they went to the king who was what? A Edomite. All right. Who gave them license to do after the ordinance of the heathen. So he's like, oh, yeah, come on in. Yeah, ain't y'all the Israelites? What the hell? Y'all want to be wicked? But y'all not supposed to be wicked. But you want to be wicked, really wicked. Wicked like us. Okay, come on in. Right, who gave them license, okay? First Maccabees chapter 1, verse 14. Whereupon they built a place of exercise at Jerusalem according to the customs of the heathen. Now let's talk about that place of exercise. That's where your wrestling and whatnot took place. And believe me, they was naked. They didn't have to swim speedos on. Okay, I brought this up about a month or two ago. I went to my daughter's wrestling meet because she's a manager, and I wanted to spend time with my daughter. So I said I'll go to the meet. Man, these dudes look like little. They look like ABC 1, 2, 3. And I wrestled in seventh grade. I came in second place in county. I walked up to the door in eighth grade with a mighty ego on my shoulder, and when I walked up to the door, they was doing what we call spin drills, where you spin around the person that's laying on the ground. And I sat there and I looked in the window, and I had my backpack on with my headgear and my shoes, and I looked in the window. This is eighth grade year, y'all, and I looked in the window and I seen them spinning around each other like that, and I was like, man, I don't know if I'm ready to do this again. I remember people smelling like boo-boo. I remember nasty breath. I remember getting touched in inappropriate places, whether it was an accident or on purpose. And I was just like, nah, I'm cool. And I walked away from the door. And I no longer played. I no longer wrestled. Eighth grade. After walking to the door and seeing them do that drill where one man lays down and the other guy gets on top of him and he runs around and like spins around his body. And I was like, yeah, this is not for me. So that's the type of exercise. I just wanted to break that down. And they was naked, okay? And this is Yasharallah we talking about, who agreed to these customs of the wicked, the heathen, the goyim, okay? Verse 15, and made themselves uncircumcised. See? In the heart and physically, all right, because they're naked, they have to prove that they're not Israelites, or they can get dealt with, okay? And forsook the holy covenant. What's the holy covenant? The law, statutes, and commandments given by Yahweh Bashim Yahushua to Moses, to our people.